Hey guys, it's Connor with Airsoft, and today I'm going to be giving you kind of a tutorial or a review on the A&K M249 box magazine. Now this is also compatible with the Classic Army M249, the Star, and the Echo 1. Now I'm going to give you kind of a tutorial how to put the batteries in, how to set it up, put in BBs, all that jazz. Okay, now first it'll come like this. You have an empty box mag, I actually think there's still a BB in there, but, I just emptied it out. Now, what you do is you pull up one of the tabs, kind of pull up a little bit, and it'll kind of slide off the other tab. So you can see your little tabs here, and your tabs in the box on the side here. Now, you can see that this is where all your mechanics is. Do not get BBs in there, okay? You want to put your BBs in here if you're going to load it this way. Now, there's another way to load it. You can load it through this little port right there. Right there my finger is. But I figured it's a pain in the butt to get 2,500 BBs in there, so I just use a funnel. They're like, how much was this? Like 25 cents at a hardware store. They're cheap. Go pick one up. They're almost vital. Almost vital. Unless you have a beret, which I do, and it's sitting right here with my BBs in it. Now, you're gonna need two AA batteries for this, new, hopefully, because old ones will die a lot faster. Now, first turn it to the off position, which you can see here. Here's off, which is the middle selection. Then all the way to the right is auto, and all the way to the left is sound control. Now I'll explain what sound control is in a minute. Okay, so you have your box mag on off, and you take your AA batteries, and you stick them in right here. There's no cover, they just sit right in there. Now be careful, because if you do pound on this, like, oh, come on, unjam, they will come loose. And I had that happen in my last war, and it was really irritating, because the box mag just stopped. I was like, oh shit, I broke my box mag. But I fixed it, and huzzah. Now, you can either use the funnel, which all you do is just put it over where the BBs go and just take your BBs and pour them in there, real easy. Or you can use the beret. Now, Mark, can you come hold this box mag for me? I don't have my legs to hold it. I have Mark here with me. Now, you might be wondering how these videos get pumped out like this. I do them in one. I do like 5 in one day. Okay. Okay, hold this for me, please.
Yep.
Now, what you do is, you take your beret, fold it into a U shape, and just pour. And they all go. I can put it back on. Let me pick up these other BBs. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
Could you actually grab that BB thing there? I'm going to just demonstrate it.
Yeah,
This would run just fine. I've got about 1,500 in here. What I'm going to show you now is how to load it with the funnel. Now, I'm going to try to do this as best as I can by myself. Now, you open the tab again. You already have your batteries inside. Hopefully no BBs. I do have BBs in this, so it's not very good for demonstration purposes. Okay, you take your funnel, which should be big enough where you can fit your index finger through, because you don't want to have one any smaller than that, or your pinky inside, like this, first part of your pinky. Because if it's any smaller, you're going to get 1 or 2 BBs out, you're going to be sitting there shaking, like, oh my god, it's not working. You want a big funnel. I mean, this is pretty big, pretty big. Okay, so you take your funnel and you put it over the BB, where your BBs go, right here. Put it in, just over, and then slowly take your 20-gram BBs and pour them in. Now, as you can notice, I'm not just going, oh, like that. Because look what just happened, folks. They just stop in there. It is a funnel. You can only get so much in so little time. So just, take your time. You shouldn't need to reload in the battlefield unless you're like, oh my god, I just wasted this much ammo, but Slowly pour them in. Wait till all the BBs come out of the funnel. Level level it out. Make sure all the BBs get in the little thing here. As you can see, I've got it pretty leveled off. Now you can let it up here, but I don't recommend it because they will fall over into your mechanism box. And that's not good, folks. You know, not good. Okay. Close that back up. Your box magazine is ready. And quite heavy. It's probably about 2 pounds. Now, you're in the battlefield, and you're just sitting in the bunker. You know they're going to come or base or whatever. You know, it's a support weapon. You're supposed to waste ammo. You know, they're ammo wasters. I pretty much go through 2 of these in 2 weeks, maybe even less. Maybe even a week sometimes. Nevertheless, I do go through BBs, which make sure you do have 20 grams in this, not 12 grams. 12 grams will bust and screw up everything inside. Oh, sorry. And you'll have problems with the gun. Now, if you put it on the auto setting, it'll just wind the BBs. Which, that sound means it's wound or jammed. Now, as you can tell, the BBs are in there. And they're all, as you can see, they're also in the little ejector port there. Now I've got it in the off position. Now if you put it into the sound activated position, an interesting thing occurs. This is meant for the gearbox. There's a little microphone. As you can see, a little dot right there is a miniature microphone which goes through this wire and listens to your gearbox. Now whenever your gearbox goes off, it goes off. Let me demonstrate. Ah! 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 Sound. Hey, you can just whistle. I think you can even whistle. No. And it doesn't work the best. It doesn't always work. It's not the best system right now. But it's a pretty good one, and it works most of the time. But you know, if you're not sneaking around and you're just, you're in a fixed position, you're being attacked, just switch it over to the frickin' full auto and just bust it, you know. Now, I've shown you how to get this in, but I'm going to show it again. Pull out my gun. Just right next to me. Okay. Now, as I said again, as I'll say here now, not again, you can get this magazine for about $100 on Airsoft GI for the Classic Army brand. But on Airsplat, you can get the $60 one that is A&K. But I think you have to pay the extra shipping since it's under $100. Okay. Now, you have your magazine, and you're all ready to go out, right? No. Gotta hook it up to the gun. Now, this is kind of a hard task to do. Notice you have your magazine well right here, and a little flip tab. You're not going to have to use that. You're not going to have to use that. Just take your little thing here, plug it into the magazine well, till you hear it click. There's your click. Now, these little... Oh, that's your click. Sorry. Now, these little things here on the sides should almost be touching. I'm talking they are close, man. So then, you pull your little springs out, and you pull it into the little rails under your gun until you hear it click. Now, to release it is the exact opposite. You push down a little black lever and pull it out. Your box magazine is undone from the bottom of the gun. Then you press down on this little thing on the magazine well, and you pull out. To make sure all the BBs come out, by the way. Okay, let me put this over to the side. That's pretty much all you need to know about this magazine. It's a very interesting magazine. It's I like it. I like the design. It works very well for me. You know, and if they also sell, M60s and stuff, and you get different kind of magazines for that. But, why go complicated? Why just, go simple with something like this? Now, this, like I said, you can get this for $60 off Airsplat for the A&K one, which this is what that is. This is what this one is. You can get it for $100 off of Airsoft GI and Airsplat, for that matter, for the Classic Army version, the Star version, and I think there's another one. I'm not sure, though. I'd have to go check. But I'll try to put those links over on the side, or, contact me if you want the link. Well, I'm Connor with Gearsoft Airsoft, and this has been a Gearsoft review on the M249 box mag, and happy airsofting.